So my man Dwayne right here, he's a native of Chicago. I know I've told y'all time and time again on my show I was never going to Chicago, and I still ain't going. But my man Dwayne and shit, he's born and raised down there and shit. And I'm gonna ask him a few questions. He can give us a little insight on the city and shit, man. What's going on, pimp?
What's up, bro?
What part of the city you from? What part of Chicago you
We're on
from?
the south side, over 79th and Winchester.
79th. What high school did you go to?
I went to Dunbar.
Okay. Me and you
35th
done.
Estate.
What street?
35th Estate on Dunbar.
Okay. Me and you done had conversations about Chicago all the time whenever y'all make the news for a bunch of killings or some crazy shit. And you tell me, man, I done seen some shit. Like, it's different between seeing it on the news and seeing it live.
Okay, yeah. Shit jumps off with that. It's all about time, man. You never know when this shit's gonna happen. Just like we sitting here right now, 20 minutes from now, we could be making this could be a news program going on. The
Whole
thing.
crime scene,
Something
huh?
that just jumped off a little bit within a matter of minutes. I've seen some very, very wild situations.
So, what was the dominant gang in your neighborhood?
Black gang. In my neighborhood, I lived in Peastone. Where I lived was in Peastone.
Uh-huh.
I went to school, it was Vice Lords.
Vice
In order
Lords?
to get to school from my house, from Peastone, I went through Black Gates Disciple, which is where my grandfather lives to this day, over in Englewood area.
Right.
So yeah, I went through the whole little threshold.
So how was you able, long as I was, knowing you, you never, kicked no gang literature, gang shit around me. So how was you able to exist living in a Peastone neighborhood and going to high school with the GDs without joining a gang and shit?
All my friends, when I was growing up, the gangbangers were the older guys.
Mm-hmm.
All the guys I grew up with, I went to school with. My best friend's brother he was a big guy in Black Peastone. He took care of everybody around the neighborhood. Nobody fucked with none of us. All his little boy, his little brother's friends, leave them little kids alone, that type of shit. My old man was somebody pretty big, and my family was pretty big in the Black Gates Disciples, so I had no worries over that. My grandfather, I was born and raised over in that area.
Right.
Like I say, he still lives there to this day on 68th and Halsted. So.
What was school? What was high school like? You went to school in the early '80s.
Yeah, I graduated in '85.
Okay. What was Chicago like in 1985? Was Larry Hoover still on the street in '85?
No, Hoover was already locked up.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was
He had a chance of getting out at that time, though. They was debating whether he might make it out or not. It wasn't a lock that he was gonna be in there.
Okay.
But he was already gone.
You got any specific standout stories? Any childhood friends, relatives, anybody that went on to make a big name for themselves in Chicago and shit?
Yeah, my uncle. I had an uncle, Sam. He was King Ram. They called him Ram. I had other uncles, King Baldy. I don't know if you know about any of these people, but they were pretty notorious in the Black gangs. They were around when Jeff Ford and all of them was first starting. They originated with it, because Jeff Ford with the Vice Lords and they went through with the Black Gangster Disciples and all this. They were all around in the beginning of this.
Right.
My auntie used to date Jeff Ford, that type of thing. So it was like that kind of family.
Did you used to see? They had a headquarters. The Peastones had a headquarters. I forget the name of it. It was on an American Gangster documentary. It was right on the corner. It was like they masjid or some shit like that. A social club.
Yeah, I know, because I'm thinking of. I know Jeff Ford had their thing over on Cottage Grove, on the lower end of Cottage Grove, but I think Peastones did have something up on like 80 something. I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly where it was, but I think it was like on 80 something like that. They did have a big hall or something like that.
Right. Did you ever spend any time in Cook County Jail?
No. 50 years old, baby. I made it 50 years.
50 years.
Never been to jail. I got arrested, but I've never been to jail.
Oh, no.
I did a weekend.
Fucking doubt, man. So you was able to duck Cook County.
I was able to, oh, man. But I took my cousin did enough of me. I took everybody's word for it. I'm like, yeah, people think that's like a rite of passage in Chicago. Nigga, I ain't never been to jail. Never had to fire no guns. Like none of that drama.
None of that sucker shit.
I did the high school. Everybody graduated high school when I was going to class. When I was in school, it wasn't an optional. Did you graduate? No, you go to high school, did my little college step, and that was that.
So back then, parents were still on some. You did not go on your ass to school.
Yeah. Man, my mom, you wasn't allowed to even bring no more. I'd be amazed. My friends used to be able to go steal bikes. I'm like, where you take them? They taking bikes home.
Yeah.
My mama beat the shit out of me. I come walking in there with anything she didn't buy me. You kidding? I didn't buy this. I know you out of your motherfucking mind.
Mine is the same way. You better not bring nothing home that she didn't buy.
No, I don't want to be no parts of it. Cause I will lock your ass. My mom, she's just the realest. Like, I ain't nothing personal, but you do wrong, you suffer. You do the deal, you gonna die and have to.
Do you remember the case of Robert Yummy Sandiford?
Of who?
Yummy.
No.
Robert Yummy, he was the 12-year-old. He made Time magazine. He was doing some killings in Chicago in the 80s.
Oh, no.
You remember that case?
No, I'm not familiar. I'm not even familiar.
That shit don't even stand out. That's like regular wreck down there, huh?
Or something, yeah. Well, yeah, violence was a motherfucker, man. I'm telling you. That's what I was telling you. It's all about timing, because you would never. Shit just jumps off in a matter of minutes. But anybody, then when you look back on it, $2. I think the bus fare was $1.35.
Yeah.
Anybody can get on the bus. I've seen many times the motherfuckers get on the bus and a gang of motherfuckers. I'm going from, like I say, from Dunbar back over to the west side to the south side, and yeah, if you get on there with the wrong motherfucker get on, look at you the wrong way, it's on from there. I've watched the bus driver actually pull the bus over and not get out of his seat, not even call nobody, just pull the bus over while these guys wailing on this motherfucker in the back. And after they done it, everybody just get off. They all get off the bus, and you just sitting around looking at them, feeling sorry for a boy like, damn, what's up?
Back to regular
Back
schedule.
to regular state, you know. And then the funny part, I feel like I laugh about it now, because after you see how they did him, it's like a group mentality. You walk up to him, what's up, nigga? You alright? You got anything left in your pockets? Are you alright, man? What else in your pockets? You ain't put up no resistance.
What was the high school basketball games like at Dunbar? And shit?
Oh man, yeah, Dunbar. It was pretty wild. That's the first place I seen this happen. We were playing Lindblom. My brother went to Lindblom. Lindblom was supposed to be the, it would be like the prep is up here. I was supposed to be a Sedity school.
Okay.
But it was a gun. They got to gun battle. They got to shoot outside the game. They came down to Lindblom, came to Dunbar, and after the game, you just trying to get on the bus. They started shooting, and that was one of the first times I heard about. That's when the first time I was hearing about the shooting, the violence with the teams against the rivalries against schools.
Yeah.
It was some crazy shit.
So some of those basketball and football games led to violence between neighborhoods.
Football games, out of Gately Stadium, football games a lot. There a lot of times we used to go. Gately was out there by Argyle Gardens and shit.
Right.
So you had Roseland, Argyle Gardens, and that was a lot. That's a big gang area, going through a lot of neighborhoods trying to get between those.
Right.
Oh, there was always some shootings out at the football games. Homecomings.
Yeah.
Everybody knew that. That was a rule of thumb. You know you better not be. Don't fuck around. You better get out of here. Once you leave, you out of here. Because out of Gately Stadium, you can get shot at any given time. Ain't no telling.
Going to get home, huh?
Get home, because somebody coming from Roseland to get you, somebody coming from Argyle Gardens to get you, somebody coming from 95th Street to get you. You surrounded. It's basically that was right in the middle of all the motherfuckers. You gotta go past everywhere. So yeah, that's kind of wild. Yeah.
In Chicago, in the '80s, that's like when Michael Jordan was like at his prime.
Michael Jordan. That's when Magic Johnson came out with the AIDS. That's when he first said he got HIV positive. I never forget.
Yeah, that's '91.
Yeah, I never forget that day when we was all at the house and they said he admitted on TV. And I'm thinking, damn, that's crazy as hell. Johnson.
Did Michael Jordan have any influence in the streets of Chicago? Like, did he ever do anything community related? Like, did you ever see him?
Nah, I ain't never got a chance to see I went to a couple of games, but I ain't never got a chance to see. I ain't never heard of him really actually coming out doing nothing in his name, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, I can't remember anything like that.
Overall, I know that they knocked him down now, but what was the most notorious housing project down there of your era?
My era was Robert Taylor. Well,
A Chicago skyline, 5 miles south of the one most people know. This is Robert Taylor Homes, the largest housing project in the world, the poorest urban community in the United States.
Yeah, we grew up in Robert. We started off in Robert Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
It's just hard to believe these people. Like I say, some people every time must got different ideas of what they call projects. Because 16 stories, 10 apartments on every floor, 16 floors, 2 entrances on either end of the building, an elevator in the middle.
Right.
That's it. So you're going up and down some stairs on the end of the building. There's an elevator that's never working in the middle of the building. You got 10 apartments on every floor, and it's 16 stories high.
So niggas was having to go up the stairs.
Niggas was using the stairs constantly. Niggas getting their ass kicked in the stairs. Niggas getting robbed in the stairs because you ain't no option. You got to go up the stairs, and then when if you only got one way up or down, you got 2 ends. You can go in one end of the building, one end of the building. It's kind of easy. It was easy picking. The motherfucker want to be shady.
So what gang was most dominant in Robert Taylor?
Robert Taylor was GD.
GD?
GD, Gangster Disciple. Then you had the GD Killers. Then you got the Vice Lords. Yeah, everybody. But see, Robert Taylor had GD. The Ickies had Vice Lords. Robert Taylor was on 55th. Ickies was down on 31st, somewhere up in there.
Right.
The Ickies had Vice Lords. Robert Taylor had GDs. Argyle Gardens, you go out there, they got Vice Lords, GDs, and their Wilkins out in the Gardens.
Right.
But the Gardens it's bigger than It's basically the same thing, the same project. It's step stories high. They just got them spread out over miles. And
Was
shit.
you ever in any situations where you had to go visit a girl in a different neighborhood?
Nah, I ain't never did that. Never was that stupid. No. Never was that stupid. Call me crazy, but I was never that pussy hungry anyway. You already knew, motherfucker. You live where? Oh, no, I'm not coming over. Ain't no way in hell. You fine as hell, but I'm not coming over there. You 10 ickies? No, thank you. When you in there.
Oh boy. What was Halloween like in Chicago when everybody running around with masks on?
Nah, when I was growing up, Halloween was easy, man. It wasn't like, when I was growing up, it wasn't shooting motherfuckers. It was about, your biggest fear was worried about getting your ass kicked. You're going to get jumped by 6 or 7 motherfuckers. You're going to get jumped.
Right.
But you're going to get away.
Right.
It's totally different than today and shit.
Back then, it was a good chance you'd make it home.
Back then, the odds are in your favor. You're going to make it home with lumps and bumps, but you're going to make it home.
Right.
The actual fact that the chances of you actually going to the hospital was rare when I was growing up. They put them in the hospital, that's serious.
Yeah.
Back then, because when I was growing up, it was just about getting your ass kicked. You're going to get beat up. Ain't nobody out to kill you.
Right.
20. But then we did the same thing. We'll get 20 white guys and we'll walk around. All you got to do is walk 10 blocks outside your area where you're living at, walk 10 blocks in either direction. And you're in somebody else's neighborhood, you can just grab somebody and the whole objective is just to beat them up.
Oh, go on and get you some get back.
Get back. Get back is I'll kick the shit, stomp his ass, get him, whatever.
So you participated in some get back
I've
growing
done
up?
some stupid shit like, yeah, I did that stupid shit. Yeah. We all got in that game, man. You get in that group mentality shit. I ain't never, the same thing that's been done to me. I got my ass kicked on the bus when a motherfucker tried to throw me out the fucking window. That's what I'm telling you about the bus driver.
Right.
I'm like, and the funny part is I'm making light, but I was that motherfucker. You alright? Nigga, what else you got in your fucking pocket?
Oh, man.
Sad as it is, I was that motherfucker too. Life is a circle, man. That shit comes together.
So what bus route was this? What was the Notorious bus route?
Oh, I was on taking King's Drive, 79 to King's Drive. It's just a bus, ain't no numbered bus. It's just say I was going down King's Drive because if you get on King's Drive, they'll take you from 95th, that's out toward the gardens, all the way downtown.
Right.
You take Cottage Grove, it'll go all the way down. Certain streets, you can take right from one end of the city all the way there, and they'll take you all the way down to a different area. So Kings Drive, Cottage Grove, State Street, all that's Damon on the west side. Damon was the same thing too, because I used to ride up Damon. And when you get to the northwest side, Damon and Diversity and all that shit, north side is crazy as hell too, man, because you be seeing some way out. That's the first time I seen these motherfucking football playing sissies and shit. Tiffany, I mean motherfuckers like this. And you talk that shit, but yeah, I bet you won't walk to that big motherfucker. This motherfucker got to be like 6'6", 250, 6'6", 300 pounds, and he got on motherfucking 6-inch heels talking about Tiffany, and you want to talk shit?
Oh my goodness.
That motherfucker had, I mean, it wasn't like you can look at this motherfucker, he had guns. I'm like, God damn, but there's only one. That's usually up on the north side though.
Right. I got some business soon with the Nation of Islam in Chicago and shit. What neighborhood or what area is Mosque Mariam probably more than likely located?
I'm thinking up on the south side, upper south side, somewhere up on the south. I'm thinking. I'm not certain for sure, but I would imagine on the south side. Out of the level, was just on thinking through it. Yeah, that south side seems like it would be the most likely place. Nicer areas, more land and shit,
Right.
Yeah, they got more businesses out that way.
The last thing I want to ask you is, what was it like living through the Harold Washington era?
Yeah, Washington was good, man. That was a good area, cause him and Jane Byrne and Verdoliak and all these motherfuckers. When you were going through that, but the sad thing about it, I didn't realize at the time, but once you look back and they played out Harold Washington, who was a good guy and was getting shit done ahead of his time. I think they poisoned him, actually. But then again, I'm thinking he really didn't take care of himself. Because you can look at Harold Washington when he first started, and when he died, Harold Washington had like triple in size. He had got totally obese.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking they might have had some influence on it, but I don't think nobody actually poisoned him because I think they'd check that out. But
did he take care of Chicago?
Oh yeah, Harold Washington, yeah, he did a lot for Chicago.
Right.
When he was in there, it was a lot. The black community was coming out a lot more while Harold Washington was involved. Because then he was bringing it to fore, because it was always him and Verdoliak. Verdoliak was total opposites. He didn't want nothing to do. Everything. It was like Trump and Obama.
Yeah.
Everything Harold Washington did, Verdoliak wanted to not undo. Everything is back and forth, and always kept them in the news. But Harold Washington did step up and get a lot of shit done though. And a lot of motherfuckers got together because of Harold Washington. They, first black mayor, like, oh yeah, if he can do this shit, we can go ahead and take care of this shit, do what we're supposed to do.
You said you graduated in 85?
Graduated in 18. I left Chicago in 84 though. I graduated from Oklahoma. We moved to Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. I graduated from Oklahoma and went to Oklahoma State.
Oh, okay. You went to Oklahoma State?
Yeah, I was at Oklahoma State for
Man,
3 years.
shout out to you, my nigga. Shout out to you.
Stillwater Cowboys.
Hey, so all right, my final question. Do you miss home?
Oh, hell yeah.
How-
I don't miss it because it ain't the same as it was when I was growing up. Because right now, I like to go. I don't mind. I like where I'm at. I like Erie because Erie's only 6 hours away. My son was just up here. He just left last weekend. He just took the train and came up for the weekend and shit. So
Right.
yeah, so I wouldn't want to be in Chicago now, and I damn sure wouldn't want to be raising kids in Chicago at this day and age with what's going on now. Odds may be in your favor, but the likelihood of drama jumping off and some serious drama jumping off,
Yeah.
is a little too much for me.
Your senior year in high school, the Bears won the Super Bowl. What was that like?
I was in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, so it was. I don't know. I wasn't in Chicago at the time,
All right.
but my senior year was a motherfucking blast. Broken Arrow. What was their name? What was their name? I went to school with Kristen Chenoweth. She's an actress now. She won a few Emmys and shit like that.
Right.
Yeah, but I went. When I graduated in class, it was only 60 blacks in my graduating class out of 1,500, something like that.
Did in Chicago, did you go to school with anybody name worth mentioning?
Nah.
Athlete, celebrity, actor.
No, I can't think of nobody. I went nothing. Not Chicago. I went with because I went to Oklahoma State. I went with I was with Thurman. I went to Oklahoma State when Thurman Thomas was there. I knew him in college and shit.
Oh.
I went to a few parties where he was there. I don't know him. But,
Oh, so Barry Sanders was there too?
Barry Sanders was there. Thurman Thomas was there, and what's the old boy named the basketball player, husky black guy? I can't think of his name.
Right.
I can't call his name, but yeah, it was quite a few pretty good black guys at Oklahoma State when I was there.
Okay. I appreciate your time, man. I just wanted to kick it with you a little bit about Chicago. You're a real live native, man. Go
No
ahead,
problem.
sign out. Dwayne, my man from Chicago.
All right, man.
Yep.
So Harlem, man. Harlem. I be in Harlem, man. The only thing moving, man. Keeping the game up. 40th. Harlem.